Hey guys, welcome to this brand new part 8 of this playlist. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's football finals. Argentina won the World Cup, a moment cherished by all, at least majority of Indians did cherish Argentina winning the World Cup. Now folks, if you have not yet joined and become a member of this channel, this is your opportunity to become a cloud kernel or a cloud ninja member. You will get access to all the cloud certification questions with those memberships. If you are not yet a subscriber, this is your opportunity to click the subscribe button and become a subscriber. The advantages of becoming a subscriber is almost daily alerts, sometimes multiple days or multiple times a day alert around AWS, GCP, and Azure cloud certification. Let us straight away jump into the questions. So see guys, this is a question around Internet of Things. When we are talking about real-time data collection, we should always think about a service called Cloud PubSub. This is meant for asynchronous and scalable messaging service. For example, if you are thinking about sending a courier, you always think about DHL or Blue Dart or something of that sort, some renowned name. So in this case, if you want to send something across a message or something, PubSub, you have to use PubSub. So which is the service, which is the option which is making use of PubSub? Only one, only one. So easy to answer. This is my answer. This is my answer. So we will strike this. So let us look at this option also, cloud data flow. What is cloud data flow? So this is a serverless architecture based processes which will take the data, process it fast and in a cost effective way. It works with batch data, that is EDW style processing, that is enterprise data warehouse style processing, as well as for streaming data, which is our use case, which is kind of real-time use case. This perfectly aligns with what we need. And finally, we will store this data. Boss, once the data has come through the service, now what will you do? You got the courier. Now what will you do? You will keep it somewhere. You will keep it somewhere. Where? You will keep it on BigQuery. This is a very serverless architecture based cost effective database. It is used for machine learning, BI, deep analytics, and so on in the GCP world. So it perfectly aligns. You get the data from PubSub, the courier service gets the data, gets the package for you. You process the package through the data flow. That means you open the package, you see whether what is ordered was is it what you received, and then you store it somewhere in the database. That is, you store it in your living room, in your bedroom, in your bathroom, wherever that content is intended for. Okay, but my friend, you will get offended if I do not scan the other options, because through that you will get to understand why in this scenario you should not use something like a data store. What is data store? Data store is a NoSQL database. It's a NoSQL database. Have you my friend, have you seen any warehouse which is NoSQL based? No, I myself in my life never saw it. What is the NoSQL application like Cassandra, MongoDB used for? Something like Uber, a feature like Uber, a service like Uber. They use such NoSQL databases because it is really fast, millisecond, microsecond kind of service. It is really fast. Why you need that fast service for Uber? Because when people are trying to book cabs or so many people at the one time, the application should perform really fast, really fast. Why? Because you are an adult with a kid's attention span. You would immediately say, hey, you know what, I'm not getting a cab for 10 seconds, let me try other options. So this would not work because you need a pub sub service. Where is the courier service, man? You are talking about data store. Data store is still a store, a NoSQL store. But who will bring the courier service into your home? You're talking about storing the data in a bedroom, living room, etc. But who will bring that package to your home? That is not answered here. So A is wrong. C is talking about cloud storage. Boss, who is going to bring that package first? They are straight away getting into the storage, the data. Who will receive that data, who will deliver that data? That is not answered. That's why this solution is also partial, half. And the last one says you export the logs in batch to cloud storage. When you are talking about real-time integration, you never do it in batch. What's the purpose of real-time if you're still going to do it in batch? There is no purpose. The purpose is not solved. Why do you need real time? Real time analytics, real time data in the warehouse, because the executives, CIOs, CEOs, vice presidents, etc., they want to know that data immediately, as soon as day it occurs, that event occurs, they want to know about it in their reports. Nothing that they would be doing, they would still be relaxing on it. But they can at least say, hey, you know what, I got that access to the data. Okay, and then this guy can go and play golf. Okay, that's how it works in the upper world. So this is my final answer. Please lock it. See, in this question, you are making use of something called stack driver. Stack driver provides you metrics about the migrated components via the cloud's operation suite. Okay, that means it enables monitoring. That is what it is used for. That is what it is doing here. It will monitor the BigQuery usage. What is BigQuery? If you want to keep a data warehouse, you use BigQuery in GCP world to store data warehouse, large data sets. It is serverless architecture based. It uses SQL queries. It is not a NoSQL database, my friend. It is a SQL database. It can store monster size data. It is similar to Snowflake. It is similar to Redshift in AWS. It is similar to Synapse Analytics in the Azure world. Whatever makes sense, wherever you can map it, man. But remember this. Now, again, you want to know instantly what happened. You want to know immediately, instant notification to be sent to your monitoring tool when new data is appended to a certain table. You remember, you know what kind of alert mechanism they are trying to build the moment even a single data comes. Okay, in the real life, people who want alerts, if even if the single data is inserted, that means this guy who's taking this alert is a pure villa guy. What do you mean by villa? He has no other work. He will only look at messages. In a day, if you receive so many messages, then you will get madman. Okay, who creates such? In the real world, we never create such kind of high alert solutions. Imagine your security guard, every 2-3 minutes he will knock the door and say, hey, you know what, guy, in room number or in apartment number 505, there is a plumber who checked in. Boss, what should I do now? What should I do? Why do I need so many alerts? But this is how cloud platforms, they sell their cloud applications. Say, you know what, you can get alerts for every Tom, Dick and Harry does whatever they do, you will come to know. Okay, so now you try to understand. For certain tables, they need alerts, but for certain tables, they do not want alerts. For other tables, they do not want alerts. What should you do? So the logic should be, for certain tables you want alerts, for certain tables you do not want alerts. See, in the GCP world, you want to send alerts, no? So you have to subscribe to a PubSub service. PubSub is definitely required. Okay, so in options A and B, is there any PubSub used? No. Then how will you send notifications? You do not know. This is wrong, because my friend, they cannot send notifications unless they use a service like PubSub. In the AWS world, they have to use a service called SNS. Similarly, here you have to use something about PubSub. Now in the real exam, you will definitely be able to uh, strike out two options. Okay, the problem is you will feel, okay, just like in this scenario, you might feel, hey, PubSub, I have it in option C, I have it in option D. Now which one should I use? That is the problem. See, if you had a problem where you have to log and send alerts for every damn thing, every table, then I would have chosen C. But in this case, you already know, for certain tables you want to send alerts, for certain tables you do not want to send alerts. That means you will have to use a filter, a log filter, an advanced log filter, which will help you understand or decide which tables you want to send alerts for, which tables you do not want to send alerts for. So this is my answer. See how beautifully we are able to tell which one is right out of these two options using just the KPIs or just the keywords mentioned in this question. So this option C is wrong. So this is my final answer. Now let us look at this question. See, you are working on some sensitive project. If you are working on a sensitive project, you might have to sign some non-disclosure agreements, some extra kind of background checks, police checks, security checks, and so on might happen. So if you have gone through all that and you are working on a sensitive project which involves data from private users, so what you do now is you keep that data in a secured manner on the cloud platform. You are putting it in somewhere in the cloud platform. Now the complication comes. Okay, since you guys are so stupid, this company is so stupid that for sensitive data, their internal sensitive data, they are getting an external consultant to assist with the coding complex transformation using cloud data flow pipeline. See, data flow, it is processing just like a ETL. It is serverless, it is fast, it is cost effective, it works with streaming data, it works with batch data, that is EDW, enterprise data warehouse style processing also. So consider cloud data flow as whenever you talk about pipeline, it is about ETL, data processing pipelines. Okay, how should you maintain users privacy? Now this external guy will get access to your data and he can see all your private data, boss. He is able to see all your sensitive data. You want to prevent that from happening. How will you do it? So the first option is so stupid that they are saying provide this external consultant the viewer role on the project so that he can view any Tom, Dick and Harry, everything he can view. Okay, so stupid option. Now option B is also similar, on the similar lines. They are saying to the data flow developer, you grant the consultant the data flow developer role. Most developer role I can understand. He can develop the pipelines, he can develop the code and etc. But when he is developing it, when he or she is testing it, they can see the data, no boss. So how are you going to prevent it? This option will not prevent that guy from seeing the data. So C, it talks about you create a service account and allow the consultant to log on with it. For service account does not mean that guy cannot see the sensitive data. So you have, this is wrong. You have only one option. So what you do, you anonymize the data. Anonymized means what are you trying to do is you are trying to convert that. Either you say mask it or some other format. You have ensure that you, this guy will not come to know this data belongs to which customer, which user, which private user. This guy will not come to know that. Okay, so that is the beauty. So they will anonymize that consultant, that data for the consultant to work with in a different project, not in the same project that the company people developers are using. They will create a separate project for him and give him or her access to a database where the data is just like a sample kind of data. So this guy will never come to know what he has worked for, but it will be mimicking a lot of functionalities so that the code will still work, but he cannot see that, for example, what is sensitive information like credit card numbers, expiry dates for the credit cards, social security numbers, Aadhaar numbers. This guy will not be able to see it. So D would be my final answer. Now, guys, if you have not yet subscribed, I don't know what else to do to help you subscribe to this channel. This will help you clear cloud certification. Man, why I'm telling you to clear cloud certifications? Respect, man, respect. In the organization, people should respect you, right? If you are from mainframe, some old technologies, believe me, nobody tells you on the face, but the respect is gone, man. During the rating time, you will come to know about the respect you get in the organization. That is why people are switching jobs, because they lose the respect. It is not only about money, it is also about respect in the organization. And why I am telling you guys to do professional data engineer kind of certifications, because again AZ900, AWS cloud practitioner, GCP entry level, the digital practitioner, they are all small certifications. They never help you gain that respect in the organization. They are just like, okay, this guy knows something about cloud. Even your leaders are doing it, man. It's so easy that your leaders are also doing it. You have to come to a complex certification. Then only people will value your skills. Then only you will be able to understand complex advanced things so that you can deliver these things on a project. Please hit the subscribe button and become a member. Cloud Kernel or Cloud Ninja is expensive, but it will give you access to a lot of advanced certification. If you want more respect, become a Cloud Ninja and gain access to all those advanced certification contents. But if you want some little respect, become a Cloud Kernel and gain access to all the intermediate certification contents. Okay, ciao, see you in the next part.